Hi, I'm Trudy Moore, your designated broker here at HomeSmart. Today I'm going to take a few moments to walk you through the steps to fill out and understand a HomeSmart required form that is called the Affiliated Business Disclosure. This form is mandatory and it must be signed by all buyers and sellers that you represent or work with. Before we get started, let's discuss the Affiliated Business Disclosure's fundamentals and why all buyers and sellers are required to sign it. The Real Estate Settlement Procedures Act, or RESPA, is a federal consumer protection statute requiring all clients of a brokerage to sign and acknowledge a disclosure if the brokerage has a relationship with other companies or vendors that are settlement service providers. In our case, RESPA requires that clients acknowledge that HomeSmart or its owners may receive a financial or other benefit of some kind if a company or vendor in this transaction is used that might be an affiliate with HomeSmart. Please note this does not require any of these affiliated companies to be used by the buyer or the seller. It is strictly the buyer or seller's decisions which companies and vendors they use during a transaction. However, all buyers and sellers must sign the form regardless of whether or not these affiliates are used in the transaction. So let's get started. I'm going to break down the contents so you can explain the form to your clients. On the first line, enter the property address. If representing the seller, you have the property address available. However, if you're representing a buyer, you may not have an address at the time you discuss this form with them. It's recommended that you walk through this form early on in your relationship with the buyers. Have the buyer sign the form after you've reviewed it with them and let them know that you'll add the property address after they've selected a property to purchase. The first paragraph is an explanation of the disclosure. This is beneficial to the clients who wish to research it, as it notes where the requirements of the form can be found. This paragraph states that HomeSmart LLC shares a common ownership interest and a percentage of the common ownership with Platinum Home Warranty and Equitable Title. This paragraph also discloses that HomeSmart LLC has a marketing agreement with Movement Mortgage. Due to these relationships, HomeSmart may receive a financial or other benefit if these companies are used. The Affiliated Business Disclosure lists the estimated charges for services with these companies and then goes on to state there are frequently other services and settlement providers available with similar services and that they are free to shop around to determine that they are receiving the best services and the best prices for the service. The final paragraph is where your buyer or seller will acknowledge the information on the form. Their signature is required below this last paragraph and confirms that they have read the form and understand that if HomeSmart refers them to one of the partnered companies listed above, HomeSmart may receive a financial benefit. The disclosure is now complete. It's important to remember, though, that HomeSmart may enter into new relationships or end current relationships with companies from time to time. It's imperative that you use the most current version of this form. To ensure that the disclosure you're using is the current up-to-date form, please make a practice to retrieve the form from the HomeSmart agent portal every time you present it to new clients. Do not print off copies of your current form for future use. If the Affiliated Business Disclosure does change, we will certainly notify all agents and upload a new copy to the RealSmart agent portal. As always, if you have any questions or concerns about the Affiliated Business Disclosure or any other form, please contact the broker support for assistance.